The incredible regenerative powers of the axolotl. Imagine a creature that basically ignores the rules of biology. An animal that can lose a leg and simply grow it back, perfect in every detail. One that can get its heart or even its brain damaged and repair it completely, like the injury never even happened. This isn't some monster from a myth or a comic book hero. This is the axolotl, a small salamander from Mexico. And its body holds the secrets to one of nature's most incredible superpowers, perfect regeneration. For us, a deep wound leaves a permanent scar. A lost limb is gone forever. But for the axolotl, a catastrophic injury is just a temporary setback. It doesn't just heal, it rebuilds. This little salamander can do something that sounds like pure science fiction. It can regrow its limbs, its heart, and even parts of its brain without leaving a single scar. But what if this biological magic wasn't just for salamanders? What if the secrets hidden in this creature's DNA could unlock the future of human healing? The biological magic: when a human gets a serious injury, our body goes into full-on emergency mode. The top priority is closing that wound as fast as possible to stop infection. This quick and dirty patch-up job results in scar tissue. It's functional, sure, but it's not the same as the original tissue, and it gets in the way of any real regeneration. The axolotl takes a radically different, more patient approach. When an axolotl loses a limb, something amazing happens. Within hours, a layer of skin cells covers the wound, making a protective cap. But underneath, there's no frantic rush to build a scar. Instead, cells at the injury site start doing something that seems to defy the laws of aging. They travel back in time. Muscle cells, skin cells, and bone cells all differentiate, shedding their specialized roles and turning back into a more primitive, stem cell-like state. They bunch together to form a structure called a blastema, a small bud just packed with regenerative potential. This blastema is the command center for the whole operation, a temporary organ of regeneration that has all the instructions needed to rebuild the missing part from scratch. A huge part of this is the axolotl's unique immune system. While our immune system can overreact and cause the inflammation that leads to scarring, the axolotl's macrophages, a type of immune cell, are masters of controlled demolition and reconstruction. They efficiently clear away debris from the injury without triggering the scarring response that stops regeneration in mammals. Inside that blastema, a complex genetic symphony starts to play. A cascade of signals and growth factors tells the cells what to become and where to go. One of the most critical players is a molecule called retinoic acid, a derivative of vitamin A. Research has shown that the concentration of this acid works like a biological GPS, telling cells their exact position. High levels near the shoulder tell the cells to build a whole new arm, while lower levels at the wrist signal them to build just a hand. This positional memory is what ensures the axolotl grows a perfectly formed, fully functional limb, not just a lump of tissue. Another set of genes, like the SHOX gene, then directs the growth of the long bones, making sure the new limb has the right structure and length. And what's wild is, humans have this same gene. It helps determine our height. The axolotl is just using a tool from our shared genetic toolbox in a way our bodies have forgotten. All of this happens without any scar tissue. The axolotl's body actively suppresses the pathways that lead to fibrosis or scarring. This keeps the construction site pristine, allowing cells to rebuild nerves, muscles, bones, and skin, weaving them all together seamlessly until the new limb is indistinguishable from the one it replaced. ***, the human frontier. So, what does any of this have to do with us? Well, the answer lies in a surprising fact. We reign not as different from these salamanders as you'd think. We share a significant portion of our genetic code with the axolotl, including many of the genes it uses for regeneration. The blueprints are still there, lying dormant in our DNA. The challenge is figuring out how to switch them back on. Scientists are already making some astounding discoveries. The fact that our bodies share some of the same biological language opens a tantalizing door. What if we could use the axolotl instruction manual to teach our own cells how to regenerate again? The implications are staggering. Imagine a future where heart attack patients don't just get treatment to manage the damage, but get therapies that tell their own heart muscle to regrow, erasing the scar tissue that weakens the heart. Researchers are studying how axolotl hearts regenerate flawlessly, hoping to one day replicate that process in us. Or think about spinal cord injuries, which are currently permanent and life-altering. In the UK alone, someone is paralyzed by spinal cord injury every 2 hours. Axolotls can completely regenerate severed sections of their spinal cord, restoring full function. By mapping the stem cells and genetic pathways they use, scientists hope to develop treatments that could one day help patients walk again. And then there's the brain. The axolotl can regenerate large portions of its brain, including parts of the telencephalon, which has similarities to the human neocortex, the seat of higher-level thought. Astonishingly, studies suggest that when axolotls regrow brain tissue, they can retain learned behavior, meaning the new neural connections can seamlessly integrate with the old ones. This research could pave the way for revolutionary treatments for traumatic brain injuries and diseases like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Perhaps one of the axolotl's most profound secrets is its remarkable resistance to cancer. With cells that divide so rapidly during regeneration, you'd think tumors would be a common problem. Yet axolotls are highly resistant to cancer. Their cells have an incredible degree of control, knowing exactly when to start and stop growing. Understanding this natural cancer resistance could unlock entirely new ways to prevent or treat tumors in humans. Asterisk challenges in the future. Of course, translating the axolotl's magic to human medicine isn't so simple. For a long time, one of the biggest hurdles was the axolotl's absolutely massive and complex genome. It's around 10 times larger than the human genome, which made it incredibly difficult to pinpoint the exact genes responsible for regeneration. But with powerful new tools like CRISPR gene editing, researchers can now systematically identify and test these genes. They can track which genes switch on in the blastema, and even turn them off to see what part of the process fails. This has allowed them to create a genetic roadmap for regeneration with more detail than ever before. Another fascinating discovery is that even the axolotl's superpower isn't totally limitless. While they keep their abilities throughout their lives, the process is slow as they get older. A young axolotl might regrow a limb in a few weeks, while an older one could take several months. But even in old age, their ability to regenerate far surpasses anything seen in mammals. They seem to be resistant to many of the age-related declines that plague us, making them a model not just for regeneration, but for healthy aging. Right now, scientists are taking the first tangible steps. In one stunning proof-of-concept study, a gel derived from axolotl-related compounds was applied to severe burns on pigs, a common model for human skin. The results were remarkable. The treated areas showed significantly improved skin regeneration compared to untreated areas, offering a glimpse of a future with scar-free wound treatment. The journey from a salamander in a lab to a life-changing human therapy is a long one, but every discovery brings us one step closer. If you're fascinated by the incredible possibilities of biology and what they mean for our future, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the wonders of the natural world. And we want to hear from you. What medical breakthrough inspired by the axolotl would you most like to see in your lifetime? Repairing spinal cords, regrowing limbs, or something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The axolotl is more than just a biological curiosity. It's a living blueprint for perfect healing. It reminds us that the ability to regenerate isn't some impossible fantasy, but a natural process that evolution simply switched off in mammals like us. For centuries, medicine has focused on repair and replacement. We mend broken bones and transplant organs. But the axolotl offers a more profound vision, a future of true restoration. From its resistance to aging and cancer to its ability to rebuild its own body from the ground up, this smiling salamander is a constant source of wonder. While we may still be a long way from humans regrowing limbs, the secrets being uncovered today are laying the foundation for a new era of medicine. The answers to some of our oldest and most painful medical problems might not be found in a synthetic drug or a new machine, but in the quiet, extraordinary resilience of a small amphibian patiently waiting to share its secrets with the world.